All
Welcome
right.
back, welcome back to the Toxic Masculinity Show. I'm your boy, MoneyBoy Trey. This here is my asshole friend, Terrence Thomas. And today we want to know, are black men becoming beta males and super simps? I say yes.
Ooh.
I don't know Terrence's feelings yet, but we're about to find
Ooh.
out. So before
Super.
we get into it, yeah, super simps. Let me ask you a question.
Ooh.
You
Damn.
you, sir, are a married man.
Yeah.
Would you, let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you hear somebody rambling around at that back door right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you send your woman down to check on it, or do you as a man go do it?
I go do it. That goes without saying.
So why is it that super simps are upset at me because I said put women back in the kitchen 2020? If it's expected for a man to go down and protect his house, why can't I expect a woman to make me a sandwich?
That's fair. Um, I think that's very fair. I think I will only add this: if both of y'all are working to take care of the home, then it's fair that you can that some days you may have to make her a sandwich.
I'll even go as far as to say I know men are like better cooks. All the world renowned chefs are pretty much men. They're
I'm a
better
better.
cooks, but at the same time, it's like a unspoken truth that men in a relationship are supposed to fill the men gender
True.
role.
But see,
But
we
when
ain't
I
talking
ask
about.
a woman to fill that woman's gender role, I hate women. Or no, man, she ain't supposed to. She ain't got to do that. I'm like, well, if she ain't got to do that, she ain't got to cook. Next time that burglar comes, say, baby, it's your turn.
True. I'll only say this though. Um, you are right. I will only challenge you on this part though. You can cook and still be the masculine presence in your home. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be the bitch to cook a meal. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the both of y'all working. If you get home first, go ahead and fire the oven up and go ahead and start cooking. So, but at the same point in time, I do agree with you. I don't agree with a woman just not cooking. Oh shit. I don't agree. My fault. There we go. I don't agree with a woman just not. I don't agree with these dudes who relieve women of their womanly duties because a woman ain't ever gonna relieve you of your manly duties. She ain't ever gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is the society as a whole, and we've spoken about this before. We've become so emasculated and so afraid to be men that that just I don't know, just being a man offends somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just being a guy offends somebody in today's society. So, um, but I agree. I mean, why can't a woman go in there and make you a damn sandwich?
Shout out to everybody that congratulated me on being in a relationship yesterday. It's kind of weird because I didn't say I was getting engaged or married or anything. But I want you same people that congratulated me. If this shit don't work out, I want y'all to be like, fuck her, bro. She wasn't shit. I'm sorry. I got your back. My condolences. I need that same energy from y'all since y'all congratulated me. Just saying.
Hey man, you got to give it a chance before you go there.
I know I'm saying like I'm a realist. If it doesn't work out, the same people that said congratulations, will they be like she wasn't shit, bro? I'm sorry. Fuck her.
I mean, you can't think about that. Just take it day by day, man.
I
Just take
can't
it
think
day
about
by
it.
day.
It's real life.
Take it one day at a time, man.
Hey,
Don't
Coach Donald, how you? I mean, not Coach Donald. What's going on, Tony XP Aaron? If y'all want to join the panel to talk about if these super simps and beta males are taking over, let me know. I dropped the link in the description box. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna drop it now.
what happened to your image on the screen?
Oh, I'm doing some fuck shit that I don't want y'all to see. Like, even though I talk about fuck shit happening all the time, but I also know that there's a time and a place. So I'm gonna do my fuck shit behind the screen, and then when I'm ready, I'll come back. Got to
Gotcha.
practice what I preach.
Okay. Well, Mark's doing his fuck shit, so I guess
What?
y'all are left with me.
Oh, you
Uh,
can hear me. I'm
I
still
know,
visible.
I know, but I'm the toxic masculine male right now on the screen. And first of all, I'm gonna give y'all a little background to the show. My friend MoneyBoy and I are toxically masculine. That means that we just gonna be dudes wherever we go. We don't give a damn. We gonna be dudes. We love women. We respect women. But damn it, women gotta respect us too. And so we are toxically masculine dudes. All right. So if you one of them super simps, if you one of them skinny jean wearing dudes, if you one of them dudes that put highlights in your dreads, if you one of them dudes that if you one of them dudes that wear them tight ass button down shirts, this might not be your show. All right. This might not be your thing.
It can
Look,
be your show because we're just trying to tell you that at the end, women really don't respect this shit. Not unless you got some money. They fucking the nigga at Popeyes that work a regular man job. I'm just being honest. Like, people are amazed that I still fuck women because of the way I talk, and I'm like, who you think? If you the yes man at home, you know women like are literally attracted to masculine men and shit that men do. They like deep voices sometimes. They like the tall guy. They like the guy that makes them feel protected. So if you the yes nigga, and then she got the dude at work smacking her on her ass, telling her to go sit down and make a sandwich, who you think she gonna like?
but let me say this. Why does it have to be the way you talk? Why do we have to? Why do we have to? Why do we have to give the audience that disclaimer? Women are allowed to talk the way they talk. Women got talk shows all day on TV the way they talk. So why is it when a man? So why is it when a man talk the way he talk? Why is it that you have to say this the way I talk? Why? Why do you
Because
have to
these
do that?
because these beta males are making it seem like black women are infallible and they cannot be corrected.
No, forget that. We all can be corrected. Ain't nobody infallible. And I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Say
It's
that to
more
a black woman in 2020.
true, true, but it's more than just the beta males, bro. It's the media, it's the talk shows, it's everything, bro. It is everything. Like, look, I asked the brother the other day at work. Real talk, money boy. This some real shit. One of my coworkers. He said, "How can you be a black conservative?" I said, "How can you be a black liberal? Liberals liberals don't love the black man. They put the black woman ahead of you. They want
A,
the black woman to be ahead of your house. They want the
a,
woman to be they want you to come home and walk around in a garter belt and some panties. That's what they want for you to do, bruh." I said,
a
"What is you
better
talking about?"
question, a better question should be is why is it that we feel like black people can only vote one way? What's going on, ACE?
What's up, Ace?
No,
Terrence?
bro, on that situation of, like I said, I'm Italian, but like I said, on that, black people vote only one way. Why would that be? Wouldn't that be a form of oppression that you're not allowed to have your own free mind and free think? I think that's the way Democrats have been. That's more of the way the Democrats are oppressing the black mind by either you vote Democrat or else.
Ace.
Fact.
Ace, this is Terrence Thomas checking in. What's up, man? Preach, bruh. Just keep preaching, man. You telling the
Yeah,
truth. Keep preaching.
because I mean, I hear so many times like, oh well, the Democrats, what they've done for the black community. Only thing I really see they've done for it, and this is just the poor community. I'm not just speaking on the black community, but food stamps, welfare, things like that. And they think that if they give you those things, they got you under your thumb, and that's for poor people in general. And I think that's the most oppressionable part of the state
Well,
of.
Ace, let me
But
say this
here's
one.
the kicker,
Let me
though.
go.
They also give white people those same benefits, but they don't dare tell white people you better
No,
only vote Democrats.
this is.
Well,
Hold on, no.
Well,
This
I
is.
mean, and I understand that. Like I said, and I fully get that. But like what I'm saying is, you got people like Joe Biden when he stated that kids from the poor neighborhoods and everything just as smart as white kids. So he doesn't associate black people with poor or with richness, with money.
Right.
Thank you.
That's a fucked
Exactly.
up situation because I know plenty of, plenty good enough for people that are black and that make good money.
That's some fuck shit. But look,
Facts. Yeah.
but
Poor
Ace,
kids are
but
just
Ace,
as smart.
let me say this, bro. The mentality of Democrats to black people is the same mentality that a pimp has to his bitch.
Right.
That's the same mentality. Look, you're gonna go out there and make my money. I'm gonna give you enough to keep you hungry.
Right. And the
And
fucked up part is,
and I'm gonna keep you working. I'm gonna keep you voting. I'm gonna keep you putting me in office, bruh. That's what a pimp tell his bitch.
like I said, the fucked up part that I see is my wife is a black woman. She supports Trump. When she goes out, they call her things like brainwash bitch. Oh, that white man
Me
got you
too.
brainwashed.
Me too.
Blah blah
Me
blah.
too.
Yeah, he
So
has a white wife.
I
yeah,
got.
so
I,
what I'm saying is I don't understand how, because and here's the truthfulness to it. My wife has brought the views of the Republican and Donald Trump to me. So why is she the brainwashed one? Why is she got to be that?
because Democrats through their corporations and through liberal TV have convinced black people that you only have one road to prosperity. That's victimization.
So
Victimization does nothing but when you feel like a victim, you pass that same victimization on to your children. And then they
right,
pass it on to their
generation
children.
curses.
It's
Facts.
generational, bruh. It's generational.
It really is.
What if
I hate
look,
old people.
how can look, Ace,
Right, brother.
how can I love you and not want to empower you?
Right, 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 right,
If I really want your best interests at heart, I want to say, Ace, you bigger than your problems, bruh. You can
right,
conquer this. You can own this. You can do this, bruh. But
right.
but
And
but
another problem that I see is, okay.
Link is in the description box if anybody wants to join into this conversation. Go ahead, Ace.
But another problem that I see is, okay, like, okay, you're married to a white woman, I'm married to a black woman. So for you and for my wife, people tell her that she can't be pro-black just because she's with an Italian. What the kind of fuck is that fuck shit though?
I'm a black conservative, man, and I'm gonna tell you, I am going to tell you what those people who criticize your wife are immune to.
Hmm.
They're immune to facts.
Right,
They're immune to facts. I can point out numerous ways that liberal policies have destroyed the black community, but black people don't want to hear it. They
yeah,
don't want to hear it. They don't
right,
want to hear it because they've been so indoctrinated with that poison of liberal media that they don't want to hear it, man. They don't
right.
want to hear it.
And I
Keep
want
it 99.9% real. Most of those guys are simps.
Who you
right. And
talking about?
another
Who you
thing
talking
though
about, Money
is,
Boy? But who you talking about?
But the people that are pushing the shit that you're talking about, like the victimization, the Don Lemons, the LeBron Jameses, them niggas are simps.
Yeah.
yeah.
But if you say that, then you are Uncle Tom. Then you a coon. Then
But
you a
then that's
sellout.
the problem.
Everybody knows I'm the cooningest nigga on Facebook and YouTube. I have
Right.
critical observation of niggas. So yes, I'm a coon.
but Mark, but Money Boy, you know as well as I know. You know as well as I know. When they use coon at us, they're not saying that. They're
They
using
don't even know what
coon
it
in
means when they're
another.
using it.
But this is what I tell those people that call me a coon. I say, be careful with that, because somebody would say that the way that you act on Facebook and the way you act in front of your boss is cooning. Somebody could
Right.
say you having to call in and ask your boss, can you take off,
Ooh,
as cooning.
ooh. Let me
Somebody
interrupt.
could say,
Let me
so
interrupt. Let me interrupt. Please, I got a point to bring up. This is a very important point. You know what I'm saying? Where I work at, okay, we have Caucasian bosses, or white bosses, and we have black bosses, okay? The black people that I work with, they don't respect the black boss, but they'll stand at attention when the white boss run through the building. You know what I'm saying? That's cooning. I'm gonna show the black boss as much respect as I show the white boss.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Just because
XP, you know you gotta jump in like double
just,
dutch, baby. You gotta
just,
jump in.
just because you have a black boss, that ain't your permission to be hood and break the rules. That
Well,
ain't
it
your
goes
permission, man. You have
right,
to look. You should want that black man's success as much as you want that white man's success. So respect
right,
your. You know what I'm saying? See, we need to break down. See, when people label me or Uncle Tom, what they don't know is if you read the story of Uncle Tom, that's a compliment
It is the
because
wrong
they don't
He's
know
the
the
hero.
story.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Just
If the wrong
see.
term would be, if you were trying to use something that was offensive, that would be the term Sambo, correct?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
yeah,
promoting my apparel brand. You too can be a coon. I have these shirts for sale. So if
big
you
homie.
like this shit,
Big
you
homie, what's
too
your name?
can be a coon.
Who is you, big homie?
yeah. I wanted to jump in and say something real quick. It was kind of a statement that M. Payne said yesterday. We were going back and forth about our parents and our grandparents and how we are still stuck up under so many traditions that destroyed us. One of them we talked about yesterday was, not being able to say a grandparent or a parent was wrong or they told a lie. I mean, that was one of the easiest ways to get an ass whooping in a black household was to say your grandma or your mama was lying, even though you knew they were lying, but you could never challenge them. And so that's what's happening with Black America. I've been in media for years and I've seen the death and the destruction of this world, not just America, through media as a for a personal profit gain. When they need to push an agenda, they go get somebody that we love and respect and use them as a tool to seduce us because it's all about frequencies and how you play off the frequencies of the brain. Music can be used as a healing. It also can be used as a mind destroyer.
Hey,
So that's what
XP,
uh-huh.
XP. That's a Hitler tactic, man.
Yeah,
Hitler Hitler used
Yes,
music to control people, and
he
so and so and
militarized
so
music. The
he
man was a
militarized
genius.
music. And so what we've done in this country is we've militarized music. We've used music to get black people to destroy themselves.
right. Just think about this. If you were to close your eyes and you would hear Barack Obama and LeBron James speak, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Why? Because they have been trained and groomed to be what they feel like we would love and accept, which is mild mannered, always nice, always non-confrontational, always saying something positive and this, that, and the third. So we
The
love those
rich
people.
niggas keeping us on the plantation.
Well,
Right.
XP, can I break down the I'm gonna tell you something. When I can't point out the egregious obvious, then we've gotten too politically correct.
Right.
When I can't point out obvious wrong, when I can't point out that this shit is wrong, then we've gotten too politically correct.
Right.
Politically correct was was
Okay, so
was
Terrence, let me get you on the record.
go
Are
ahead.
you saying, because you just said if you can't say what's utterly wrong, are you on record saying it is wrong that women have abandoned the kitchen?
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn
But
it, I love y'all.
but
Toxic
but but
masculinity,
but but
baby.
but but let's go further than that though. Let's go further than that though. The black community, and I know Mark, you're not a big proponent of the church, but the black community has abandoned the church. We replace we
The
replace.
church, the church has abandoned the black community.
It has.
You know what? You can say that too, but at the same
And,
point in time,
and I'm gonna tell you why.
we
Uh,
replace we
Hold up, and
replace.
let me point this out though, and then I'll let y'all go. Let me point this out. The black people have abandoned the church because black people have felt like the church has abandoned them. Why won't they do that with the Democrats? Y'all wake
Ooh,
up to religion, but y'all won't wake up to goddamn it political parties.
go ahead, XP.
Well, again, the reason why is it's the seducing of the mind. It's kind of like it's almost like a prostitution situation. I
Ooh,
don't really get nothing
ooh,
out of it, but it's the hope that I may one day be able to pull myself out the bootstraps. I'll keep doing it
pimping and hoeing.
because because it's like an abusive relationship. Me and my wife, we talk all the time, and because we ask the questions to each other, how can people stay in an abusive relationship? At some point, what you're trying to do is prove to your abuser that you're worthy, and the whole time,
Ooh,
your abuser never sees it. So you're
church.
going the extra mile trying to prove you're like, love me, stop beating on me. I'm this, I'm that, and the whole time they're seeing you as nothing. So they continue to do it because you mean, and that's
Take us
what's
to
happened.
church. Take us to
And that's
church, ACP. Preach, bro. Take us to
yeah.
church. Take us to church. Keep
He's
And
talking.
I'm
from the church.
I
and I'm
know.
gonna tell
Take us
you,
to church.
I'm gonna tell you about the black church. See, Black America has woke up. See, because again, it goes back to grandma's traditions. Grandma's tradition said, give and go to church and don't ask questions. And I told my grandma, I said, listen, as a person who has invested in the black church, because my money is an investment, I'm an investor. I,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a stockholder. I bought into this organization. It is a
Mm-hmm.
corporation. It is LLC. And basically what you're doing is you have shareholders. We are tithe payers, so we're shareholders. I have the legal right to ask questions about where my money's going. And so what happened is black people have started to question traditions. And when they started realizing that these traditions had us nowhere but walking in a circle, then all of a sudden the church wants to get mad. But here's the thing, and we said this on a previous show. Let's take Church of God in Christ as an organization. Been around for 100+ years, right? Founded right here in Memphis, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And then for an organization such as that to been around for 100 years, and we don't have a toothpaste, we don't have deodorant, we don't have a bank. See, the things is
A real
that
estate company, a
right,
construction company.
Let me add this too, XP. Let me say
We,
this.
we got members
See,
that do all these
and think
things
about
though.
this. And think about them white churches. Is this them white churches? And this the game. Them white churches. What did they go do? They went and built their own schools.
right,
And
They
apartment
they went.
and apartment complexes and
Yes, they
old
went and
folks
built
homes.
their own. Look, look. I can't knock white folk for taking care of white folk.
right.
All I can do is say I wish black people did the same thing.
Listen,
Facts.
and let me break this down for these confused people of ours out here who have been brainwashed. Let me break down my theory on what make America great means again, because we have rose Barack Obama as Jesus the Savior. And I'm here to tell you that Barack Obama was not the savior. He did absolutely nothing for us. I did not vote for him, and I
XP, you
did not.
trying to be hated. You trying to be hated.
I done.
You trying to be hated.
Well, according to the
Ain't
Bible,
these nuts?
I,
We say what the fuck the truth
Hey,
is,
we
as you said
XP,
earlier.
we gotta tell the truth.
XP, you keeping it
We
too real, man.
we
You
have to
keeping
tell
it
the
too
truth. And
real.
listen, and everybody wants to refer, oh, Obama's numbers were great, the economy was this. I said, but listen, Obama's numbers was great because he was on his knees licking balls from other countries, and he sold us out to other countries. So damn right the numbers look good because we were codependent on other countries. Now, what Trump is was has been in the
Niggas
process
wasn't
of doing.
even looking at the numbers when
Are you
Obama
a
was in office.
are you a Trump
Who
supporter,
built the
XP?
cages, Joe? Who built the cages?
Are you a Trump supporter, XP?
I am a Make America Great supporter.
I see
So
you're a Tom Brady supporter with that hat on.
yeah, yeah. I am for what administration is gonna make America great without being codependent on so many other countries just to make our numbers look good.
And can
See,
I add
because
one
in the
fact?
process of making those numbers look good, we lost our we lost our ability to create here, to export here, and we're codependent on so many other countries that if any one of these countries decided they wanted to cut us off for whatever reason, just like how many times have you seen in a celebrity marriage where the black man was taking care of his wife, taking care of the kids and everything, and the black woman just come in one day, oh, I'm not happy. So I'm finna leave you and take half of your money, and I'm finna drag you through child support and all this stuff. And the black man looking like, well, I thought we had a great relationship. That's what's happening to
Bro,
Mm-hmm.
America. We have relationships with these other countries, but at any given moment, even though it can be
we
going good, they can say, you know what, we don't want to deal with America no more. And then
we
what are we gonna
literally
do? Because the
but
white
we
president,
literally just experienced it though. Think of how long it took us to get PPE supplies because we had to wait on the country that started the damn pandemic to ship us shit.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
right?
But
Yeah.
XP, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Uh,
Do you think that part of Obama's acceptance into white culture is his skin complexion? Because I'm saying this, mainstream America is way more popular with a light skinned black man than they are a dark skinned black man.
what? Yeah. And it go.
Cory Booker, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Like you
Let-
just said. How
And let
did
me break it down.
what I'm asking?
Go
What I'm asking you is this, XP.
ahead.
How did Barack Obama become the king of black culture in 10 years? How?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Well, the thing is, it goes back to, if you think about slavery, right? Um, they hired people during slavery to preach to the slaves, as to give them instructions on how to obey and how to be non-confrontational. See, I'm gonna tell you something. We talked about this on my radio show. People wonder why, out of all the police killings of black people, why was George Floyd the poster board now for police brutality? He is an international symbol now. And the thesis that we came up with is because, according to white America, that's not the one you kill, right? As this man was dying on camera, he was saying, "Sir, please, I can't breathe." He was dying in the most respectful way possible.
So he wasn't
Me,
dying fighting. He wasn't dying
Yeah,
going fuck you,
he was
bitch.
down docile.
So
right?
he
He was
wasn't
saying,
dying saying
"Sir,
fuck you hoes, fuck you bitch.
officer." He was saying, "Please, sir, please, officer." He wasn't doing what the news say we do when we out here shooting and killing each other, throwing up gang signs and shooting. So to white America, they don't want that image to be shown on a national scale. Why? Because that's how he was acting, is how they want us to act. And how Barack was acting is how they want us
He
to
wants to
act.
act.
See, they want us to be non-confront. If you look back from slavery, even the free slaves, they wanted you to be non-confrontational. Why?
Yep.
That's because they knew that you wouldn't rise, or you wouldn't convince anybody. Barack convinced no black people to unify or nothing. He sang Al Green songs, wore nice suits, and because why?
Get no prison reform.
Because what he did was he played off the emotions of black women. See,
Signed
women.
the Blue Act. Hold up. Signed the Blue Act for when police officers get shot. There's like an Amber Alert thing to come on to hunt down those killers. And there were several officer involved killings that happened under his watch. He didn't
Right.
do anything about prison reform or any of that. Police reform, none of it. Who built the cages, Joe? Who built the cages? This is the
Right.
Toxic Masculinity Show. I'm your
I'm
host,
running.
MoneyBoy
I'm
Trey.
running.
We're
I'm
here
running
with
because
Terrence
of you,
Thomas
Joe.
and XP, and we are talking about
Hey,
if
gentlemen,
beta males
can I add one point? Can I add one
ruined
point real
society.
quick? And I think this goes to our subconscious. I think that in this country, since this is why the darker skinned black man must be emasculated and feminized, because in this country, the dark black male is the symbol of rebellion. The dark black male is the symbol of uprising.
Same
The
thing with
dark,
the dark-skinned black women too. They're
yep,
always the ones
yep.
that are
The
portrayed
dark,
loud, ratchet, and
but
ghetto.
the dark, but the
But
dark,
you
but the dark black man must be docilized. You know what I'm saying? We must be
right.
feminized. We must look what they're doing by feminizing us in a public spectrum on a daily basis. What you're doing is you're hanging one nigga up to show all the niggas that you better not try us.
Listen, and
You
let
see
me
what I'm
add to your
saying?
point. I think before it even gets to a white on black situation, it starts right in the home with the black woman. See, that I've learned over this new recent thing. Uh, I was married in my first marriage for 17 years. I got married in my 20s. I'm 39 now. So my whole pretty much 20s up until probably 35 or something like that, I was in a marriage. I just recently got remarried. So I guess my golden years, partying years, I missed out on all of that because I was raising two kids and I was married. So after I divorced from my first marriage, I started to see the dating game and this whole social media thing. And I say that, and this is why I say the responsibility falls on the black woman. See, when Big Mama and them used to get in the kitchen and cook and serve their man, iron his clothes, drew his bath water, made sure he ate before anybody else ate, that made a sense of pride in that man, to where he wanted to be the best provider that he could, right, for his
Yeah,
family. Big
And
Mama
in
wanted to,
those kids, because those kids saw dad being rewarded for doing me and dad shit.
that's great. Yep,
right.
yep.
And see, the thing is, Big Mama didn't care that he only brought $200 a week home. What she did was she made it work the best way it could. And the issue today is that black men don't feel protected. So there ain't no way a black woman can feel protected if a black man ain't protected. Because if we supposed to be the head and we ain't protected, how the hell you think you gonna be protected? The issue is now is that our jobs ain't good enough because Love and Hip Hop and all this told you that you got a body and your body worth Louis bags and worth Gucci shoes and all of this. So what the black man saying is, well, I don't want to lose her, so I got to go get it the hard way, the street way. Why? Because
them simp niggas. Those are simp niggas and beta males.
But at what? Okay, but at what point? What causes black woman to feel like she's now the head of the house? She can now emasculate her man in front of the children.
White people recruiting them to the feminist movement.
Exactly. You gotta think about it. When you had all these different female singers coming out, I am a black woman, I'm independent, I'm strong, I'm this, that, and the third. And then you started seeing more black women enter the corporate America field at a higher pay rate and started getting jobs at a faster rate than black men. And when you look at the pipeline to the prison system, because I want people to know that majority of your record labels, all your record labels, own majority stock in private prisons. So
I would own them too. When I give me some money, I'm buying prison stock. I don't care what nobody say.
I mean, it's a business move.
If dumb niggas want to fill up my sales, go right ahead. Because it's equal opportunity though. I lock up Hispanics, I lock up whites, I lock up Asians. Any dumb motherfuckers that want to come visit, come give me money. I'll take it.
So, gentlemen, when do we become so misinformed as a community? When do we become so dumb as a community that we can allow these Barack Obamas and these Kamala Harrises to become the head of our community?
It's because we're trying to have this fake sense of black unity.
Right. And most black
people, we're monolith.
We react off emotions, and our emotions outweigh wanting to know the actual facts. You know, again, if you make me feel good in a certain way by pretending that you are on that level, that's just like if I walk up to the homies and I'm dabbing them up the way the gangs do and all this stuff, and they like, yeah, man, you down. I ain't really down. I just figured out how to do y'all sign signals. I figured out what language y'all like to hear. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just figured out how to fit in. It's code switching.
Yeah.
But at the same but at the same point in time, KP, we're adults. We're not supposed to play to emotion. We're not supposed to play.
But you're talking about go ahead.
We're supposed to play to facts and reasoning. We're not supposed to be. I mean, we're not children anymore. We're supposed to be drawn into facts and reasoning, not emotions. So that's my thing with Democrats. Democrats want black people to vote off emotion. They want to make black people as angry as they can, so they'll go and vote. They want to make us hot. But for example, Democrats are using the BLM's anger and vitriol to get the presidency. But at the same point in time, when and if Joe Biden becomes president, he has no plan for allowing the BLM to be part of his legislative process.
No, he doesn't.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But again, it goes back to being in an abusive situation. We have been seduced in a negative way of Trump because of the media. And again, because those political offices that are ran by people that we probably never know, when they have an agenda and you don't want to play ball, then you become the enemy. That's in anything, whether it's music, sports, or whatever.
But what if I told you
99.9% real? Hold up. Let me address your last point, Terrence. To keep it 99.9% real. You said we're grown, we're supposed to listen to facts. We're talking about grown men and women that were raised by single parent mothers. And in 2020, the women, not the men, are leading the fucking community.
But
And we
Mark,
know, hold on, hold on.
you and me
We
were
know,
raised by single
oh,
mothers.
wait a
But
minute.
we listen to facts.
I can get to that. Those people are at the point to where the black woman is on a pedestal. They can't be corrected. You and I have went through a phase to where we had to realize that we are men. At some point, you have to realize you are a man. I have to tell my mom all the time, it's weird that you're telling your 41-year-old and your 37-year-old son how to be a man and you've never been a fucking man. How can you tell me this? So we have to, as men, you have to eventually wake up. Some people do, some people don't.
So what you're saying is we have too many women trying to tell men how to be men now.
Yes,
Yes,
women,
that's exactly what
women
it
that
is.
have never
And we
had a man or had a man around to even for them to even know what the fuck a man is.
And then
exactly
and
when I
then when you and the man break up, you weaponize the children against the daddy.
yes, yes, it happens so often. Even with my recent marriage, I had to pull my wife to the side and I had to tell her, look, I know you used to being a single parent, but you married now. You don't have to be both man and woman. Let me be the man and let me handle this. And once you did that, things started moving on the up and up for us. And that's the thing. It's like at some point, women, you gotta understand if you find you a man or you trying to get to a man, you gotta lose that hard side. And it's important that women get back to those core values because, yeah, think about it. If you're not in the kitchen cooking and your children are raised off of whack Arnold's, piece of slut, Taco Bell, you know, all of these crazy fast food joints, you know, what are you leaving your children in you're not leaving them in a healthy state. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to tell people all the time, I said, do you not know that when a family sits around the table and eat dinner together, the bonding that creates, the information that can be shared, the knowledge, that's shared. When you look
Energy.
at how families used to be, how they used to have Sunday dinners where they sat down as a family and they all came together. Everybody brought a dish. The women was in the kitchen with Big Mama learning how to make mac and cheese and dressing and all of that. You got women that can't boil water today. Why? Because they mama is still at the club
But
dropping it
they
like it's hot.
they know how to put in the
Because
27
why?
piece quick weaves though.
Mm-mm.
Nigga, if you don't mute your mic, what the fuck?
Who, me?
Yeah, this
What I
nigga is pissing on the show. Tubing lubing.
No, I'm not. I'm pouring out some water, you dumbass.
What you pouring out, a gallon, nigga?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This is Toxic Masculinity Show, ladies and gentlemen. Look, hit some type of reaction. If you don't like it, put the mad one. If you shocked, hit the wow. Leave some type of reaction. Comment. If you like the content, say you like it. If you say I'm a fuck nigga, type that too. Just leave a comment, like it, share,
Right.
subscribe. Find
Don't
me
say
on
that.
all
Don't
social
call it.
media.
Look, don't say that.
No, I'm
Don't say that.
serious.
Don't say that.
Everybody's not going to like me. So I'm saying, even if you don't like me, your comments are welcome. Let me know how you feel. And you can also hit that link and let me know why you feel that way. I'm open to debates. That's why I put my contact information out there and say, hey, if you don't like what I say, hit me up.
Well, I mean, don't call him a nigga though. Don't do that, y'all.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm a fuck nigga to some people. My mama probably think I'm a fuck nigga after our conversation we had last week.
No, she don't.
Hey, man, look, I'm not going to sit here and lie like my mom is perfect. My mom thinks that because she has a college degree that she's smarter than me. I can't have valid points because so.
Where'd she go to school?
Lemoyne on.
That's a
Yeah,
good school.
nothing shocks me about people, dude. Nobody. Nothing shocks me about anyone.
That's a great school.
It's a school.
It's a
Yeah,
great school.
I'm just
I
saying
went to
it's a
Lamar.
school.
So what's your mom do? Teach or
It's a
something?
school. I went there
Yeah,
for
she's
2
a
years.
teacher.
So you're a rebellious. You're a rebellious type.
Let her tell it. I was a good child. I wasn't bad or anything, so it was baffling that she told me I needed ass whoopings, even though I wasn't bad or disrespectful. And it was also baffling when she was saying that only rude and disrespectful kids get put out before 18. And I was like, well, why was I going to the military straight after high school? Because you said I wasn't rude or disrespectful, so I got ass whoopings and had to be prepared to leave the house at 18. And I was the model child. Let you tell it. Okay, then.
So what was y'all conversation about the other night?
The rod of correction, Trump's grab him by the pussy, and it was something else. Oh, me just corporal punishment with my children. I was talking about single black moms being like a detriment to the community, and she was
I
trying to
want to
say
talk
that
about.
ass whoopings were.
Does she watch your podcast?
She wouldn't. She would not do that. She asked me, was she on? I was like, why? But she's come up lately because of the conversation we had. But no, she has too much pride to watch it.
No. So I'm going to take
I
it
want.
she's a loyal Biden supporter.
I don't know what her political views are.
I want to address that Trump comment real quick, where they made this big spectacle about grab him by the P. Listen, America, this is what we got to understand. Even when and I'm gonna use this as another example to tie this in. As a police officer, right? If I was a white police officer and I'm on the force and I say the N word in any kind of form, I'm immediately fired. There's no questions about it. Get terminated. They ain't up for no discussion. You ain't got to go through no
Unless
long
you black,
process.
and it's a black suspect.
Right. Now, I'm saying if I'm a white police officer, right? If I say the N word in any sentence, any conversation, I'm fired as a police officer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can actually shoot an unarmed black man or an armed black man, and in order to get any kind of results, there has to be marching. It has to be the whole nine, right? See,
Yeah.
in America, you can't say something offensive, but you can actually do the act. See,
Mm.
as a white police officer, I can't call you an N word, but I can treat you like an N word.
Mm.
I'll get faster reprimand for calling you one than I will for actually treating you like one. See, and it
Mm.
goes back to the Trump comment. See, they had a problem with him saying that, but look how many people in Hollywood on an everyday basis walk around and smack women on the ass, walk around and walk up to women and sexualize them, and they hee and laugh about it. Girl,
Right.
why?
Us average niggas do it at the club on a good drunk Saturday.
True. Look at
Even in
how
Why
public.
you twerking?
look at
Why she backing it up? What are we doing?
basically
Smacking that ass.
look.
Exactly.
Basically what women are saying now, we don't want men objectifying our women, but we women can.
But women objectify themselves. Like
Yes. Yes.
women will show you sex all fucking day. They're telling you like, come get this wet ass pussy. Look at these titties.
But
Look at this ass. Look
but
how long my tongue is. So you can't say you don't want to be objectified when
but
that's how you
guys,
put
but
yourself
guys,
out.
at every job you want, there's a woman that you work with that wants that got her job because she wore that low cut blouse.
And I'm not
Because
against
she
that.
wore that because she
I have
wore
no
that
problem with it.
me because she's wearing that hiked up skirt. There's a woman like that at every job. Every
And,
job.
and she was willing to suck some dick to get that job. I'm not mad at the guy that had the power that was able to get his dick sucked, and I ain't mad at her for sucking dick to get the
So
job.
so how do you tell me that you don't want to be objectified when I watch you objectify yourself on a day in, day out basis? How do you
That's
tell me that?
delusional. That's delusional women bullshit.
Right. Again, it goes back to what I said. They don't want you to say it publicly, but they don't mind you treating them like that. You know,
That'll go back to my original point. When you
uh,
cannot point out the egregiously obvious, then we've gotten too politically correct.
yep.
That's what it is. Like okay, just like I told Mark before you came in, KP or XP. I said Mark, why do you have to explain our platform? Women don't explain their platform. Women have talk shows every day that badmouth us. Women have, you know what I'm
I
saying?
explain it. I explain it so it can always be on record, so nobody can ever be like, "Well, why did you do it?"
I mean, and I get that, and I understand that. But at the same point in time, women don't have to do that. Black women don't have to do that. So why should we? Why should we? Come
Because
on.
we're held to a higher standard. Uh-oh, there's an angry black woman in the background.
Uh-oh.
Somewhere in America, there's an angry black woman. We all know
XP,
her.
XP, you walking into that fury, ain't you?
Toxic masculinity, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he turned his
Like,
mic
share,
off.
subscribe, comment.
Sorry, y'all. I was outside and it was two big wolf dogs ran up on me.
Don't be scary, nigga.
Fuck that, I would have ran too. No, I don't know these damn dogs. What the fuck? I had to turn to a black woman. The fuck? I'm running. I don't know these dogs.
That's all.
Y'all might not be
That's all.
friendly.
Now, the most important question is this, guys. Why isn't there a forum where men like us can express ourselves? Everybody else gets a forum to express themselves.
Well,
Transgender gets a forum. Gay gets a forum. Women get a forum. Everything on this earth gets a forum except for a black man. Why is that? Why
we
is that?
we have the forum. It's three black men up here now talking,
But what I'm saying is
saying
this.
what's
I'm saying
unpopular.
is this. When it comes to mainstream media, they give everything a form except for our voice. Why is that?
Because once you're mainstream, the goal is to please sponsors and advertisers.
So
The
you
goal
please.
is not to offend anybody.
So
That's one thing I pride myself on, is actually being independent. I don't have to worry about a company or anything canceling me. I have to worry about getting put in Facebook jail
so
every
seeing
30
so
days.
so, so seeing grown men feminized ain't so let me so this is where we at. So seeing young men feminized is okay. But seeing a black man who may be conservative with a different view on things is not okay.
Well, it's no, it's a lot of black conservative people out there, but
Okay,
we call them
why don't
coons
they
and
get a voice?
sellouts.
Why don't they get a
We could
voice?
no
Why don't they get a voice?
Kanye has a voice. What did they say? You a
Kanye is one
sellout.
dude.
Okay, but
Kanye is one dude.
I can go down the line. Colin Powell, conservative, had a voice. Sellout. Condoleezza Rice, black conservative, had a
Okay.
voice. Sellout.
What I'm
Candace Owens.
true,
These are black
true,
people deeming
true,
her this.
true, true,
Candace Owens, we can Ben Carson, we can just go on
true.
down the
But
list.
but what I'm saying is this, Mark. These other people get talk shows. These other people get 2 or 3 hours every
Well,
day and
here's the
every
thing.
night. Why doesn't the black conservative get a talk show? Why don't the black conservative get a viewpoint? I mean, I get it. We're in an independent space right now, and I totally understand this form that we're in right now. But I'm talking about when it comes to mainstream form and everybody screaming tolerance. Everybody screams tolerance now. You have to have tolerance for this, tolerance for that, tolerance for this, tolerance for that. Why can't nobody tolerate an opinion different from their own? Why?
But I don't.
Why
I
can't?
honestly don't
Why
know.
can't?
I
Why
just know
can't?
black
Why
people
can't?
are
No,
extremely
no,
intolerant.
no. We're supposed to be in the age of the utmost
But
tolerance.
wouldn't that be
I
called?
honestly don't know. I just know black people are
Go.
extremely
No,
intolerant.
no.
You
We're
got
supposed
headphones,
to
Ace.
get
You
a
got some headphones, Ace.
voice.
Kanye has a voice. What did they say? You a sellout.
Dude.
Okay, but
Dude. Age of utmost tolerance.
Wouldn't that be called?
Ace, put some headphones on if you got them and come back. It was
That's all
giving
I'm
us
saying.
feedback.
That's all I'm saying. We're supposed to be in the age of the utmost tolerance. Everybody screams tolerance. You have to tolerate. You have to tolerate the transgender, which I do. You have to tolerate the gay person, which I do. You have to tolerate the angry black woman or the angry white woman, which I do. As dark skinned males, we're taught to tolerate. I'm gonna tell you something, Mark. Me and you, and our complexion, we do more tolerating than anybody in society.
Yep.
We do more tolerating than anybody in society. So why can't anybody tolerate the black conservative voice? Why? We do more tolerating than anybody.
It is. I mean, the thing is you have to make them notice you. So when the numbers get big enough and the support gets big enough, they have no choice but to come get you. Like Joe Budden, I totally support and agree and can see everything that Joe Budden is trying to do with podcasting for podcasting creators, not only just himself. And he's right.
Charlemagne hated on it.
Black guy. You know why?
Because he's
Because
owned by the industry. He's owned by the industry.
he's a Democrat. I don't know what Joe Budden's affiliations are, but he's still pushing for the betterment of black content creators per se.
But whenever somebody black comes out with some independent content, they always sick a liberal black dog on you.
Beta
They
males.
always do.
Beta males. DL Hughley.
Just like freaking they sick Charlemagne on Joe Budden. That's what they did.
They put DL Hughley on Ice Cube. At first it was the women. There was the women. They come at Terry Crews. They come at Kanye. They come at anybody that has a different stance.
They sick LeBron James on Charles Barkley. They sick
LeBron James on Charles Barkley was fucking with him.
But he's on.
I wasn't mad at his clapback. I wasn't mad at LeBron's clapback.
But LeBron went personal. Charles was talking basketball. LeBron went personal. If me and you are at a job and I'm criticizing you on a job, you can't talk about my family, bro.
Bro, but we just had a situation where we were taking personal shots at each other.
No, you were taking personal shots at me.
Whatever. I ain't gonna go there, but still, grown men are supposed to be like, okay, we trolling,
bro. Bro.
But look where we're at now.
If me and you work together, and I'm criticizing you over the job you did concerning our work, then you don't get to clap at me concerning. Now you can clap at me concerning the job I do, but you can't clap at me concerning my family and my people. You don't get to do now. If I clap at you talking about your people, if you don't go upside my head, then feel free to clap back at me. But if I clap back at you talking about the job that you did and we both work together, you don't get what LeBron did was low. Look, Charles
LeBron just pointed out how that man spit on somebody and beat somebody. But that's on his public record.
But
just like Charles, on my public record, it's 4 baby mamas. It's always gonna be on my record. People can throw that up in my face.
But when Charles got that dude, he kept it basketball. He kept it basketball, man.
And you know,
LeBron could have clapped back and said, dude, you ain't never won no title. Cool. LeBron could have clapped back and said, dude, you couldn't get past Jordan. Cool. LeBron could have said a bunch of things about Charles without going personal, bro. He could have clapped back.
So is it safe to say that black men are becoming beta males and super simps? Because I could see if I don't recall. I mean, I guess I could see your point where you saying he got personal. So that's kind of like some female shit. I can see that.
That's some hoe shit, bro.
I can agree with that. So is it safe to say that we're becoming beta males?
They are. I'm not.
I mean, shit. It doesn't have to be you, but we can look around and see that men are soft as shit right now. In 2020, men are soft as shit.
The strongest thing, look, women can talk about all the power in the world, but the most powerful thing you can tell your child when they do something wrong is, I'm gonna tell your daddy. Wait till your daddy get home. Wait till your daddy get home.
Honestly, what power do women have other than pussy?
They have the power of law enforcement on their side. They have the power of government on their side. They have they look. If you and your woman,
they only have the government if we impregnate them.
If you and your new woman get into a domestic dispute and she called the police, they're gonna ride over there with the idea in their head that you went the wrong.
Oh, trust me, I still have a case pending for 2 years off a lie. So I trust me, I know.
She can slap you 300 times. If you push her down, keep her from slapping you anymore, you going to jail.
That's why I
You
was
going
shocked
to
and
jail.
appalled the other
So,
day. This woman was talking about.
when you talk about the power that women have, bruh, bruh, do you know what you saying? Like, do you know what you saying? Like,
But I think we empower them more because, like I said, and shit like that, like the police shit, the line on you can't do anything about that. But they get power from the government due to us fucking them.
yes,
If we
yes,
didn't, just think about this. If men did not partake in the sex industry, you know how many broke bitches it would be on the street right now?
yeah, yeah.
Like OnlyFans, if men didn't support OnlyFans, strip clubs, prostitutes, none of that shit, Pornhub, like it would be a lot of broke bitches out here.
But at the same point in time, you got a woman who done dealt with only simp niggas, and then she meet her real nigga. It's gonna be a clash. It's gonna be a clash. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in this woman's life they done broke their back to make her happy. Every man in her life done did everything, do what she said, but then she messed around and run up on the real one. You know what I'm saying? And so now this nigga ain't shit. So now this nigga ain't nothing. So now this ain't nothing. No, it ain't out now. It's some now. You know as well as I do. It's some dudes out here that ain't shit. It's some dudes
Yeah,
out here that ain't trying to take care of their kids. It's some dudes out here that they're not like you. They ain't trying to. They ain't trying to see after their children. They ain't trying to do. Look, fuck what. Fuck how you look. I'm the type of dude. Real talk, man. Look, the back and forth between a woman and a man, you don't ever know the truth. But I know you how you take care of your kids though. If you in your kids' life, look, if you got a crazy woman and you talking to me, I charge that to the game. Crazy woman, but if you make a baby by her, bro, you obligated to that child. You obligated to that child. So if
to
we go
what
so
extent though? If the mom makes your life a living hell, then what?
bro, live hey, I'm only going by the example that you set, Mark. Your baby mamas give you drama, but you still there for your children. You still there for your children. I don't give a
Yeah, I know.
damn
I also
through rain, sleet, and snow. I done seen you with your kids. I done seen you play with your kids. I done seen you as a good father with your kids.
but
You in
true
you
that, but
but you
I've
no,
also
but you
had
in
to.
your kids' life. It's some dudes out here, man, that allow their feelings about that woman infiltrate infiltrate how they feel about their children, and that's wrong.
But I've also had to put my foot down on all four of them, and it's crazy. All four
Yeah,
of them have done the same thing. All four of them have tried that you can't see your child because you're not doing what I want you to,
yes,
or you said something I didn't like. All four of them have done it, and so I've had to put my foot down and say, look, you know what type of person I am. The only person that can say they truly didn't know me is my first one. The rest of them, y'all know what type of person I am because y'all seen how I've interacted with my children. So, knowing that I'm a person that wants to be involved in my kid's life, if you have to make my life a living hell, I will say fuck you and that child because we don't have to go. Like, this is unnecessary drama. We don't have to go through drama because you know I want to be there.
but you have to find a way to be a father to your kids. A
Yeah,
man got
you
to
have to.
find a way. Forget the woman part of it. Forget all that shit. Like I just told you, bro. I've been through drama with women. We all have drama with women. But at the same point in time, I will never judge a man by his drama with a woman because I know that women can
Marcella
get
Knox,
crazy.
what is
But
going on, my guy?
but at the same point in time, man, how you treat your children, that's what a man is, man. How you do your children, that's what a man is, man. That's your seed. That's your seed now. So
I can
so
agree with that, but like I said, I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I ended up, like I said, doing it, but I also had to put my foot down. But
we all do, man.
I don't
Put
knock
your
my
foot.
dad for the way that he handled his business. Maybe his way of putting his foot down was like, well, since you're gonna make my life hell, I'm gonna just send you this money. I ain't got time for that. So
But
I
you,
can't knock people for how they
yeah.
handle it, because some people would say he was wrong for just sending
Well, but I'll say this: as a youth, you could have used his time. You could have benefited from his time more than his. I mean, he had his money. That's cool. But as a youth, through some of your growing pains, it would have helped to have him there. It would have helped.
If you haven't liked or shared or commented on this video, you ain't black. I repeat, if you haven't liked, shared, or commented this video and you've been watching, you ain't black. All I ask is just to react. I ain't asking for no money yet. I'm just asking you to react. You can don't like it. You can say wow. You can give me a thumbs up, a heart, a care,
Hey,
an angry
you
face.
coming up? You coming up for Thanksgiving?
Fuck the white man's holiday.
Nigga, it's turkey and dressing, fucker.
I'm angry on Thanksgiving Day. Now,
Nigga,
I will take up the. Hold up. Are
I'm
you
not
have
watching. I'm
okay?
not watching no damn Cowboys.
This will determine if I'm coming or not. Are you gonna have pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
Really,
Yes, yes,
really.
yes.
I tell you what, fucker.
I like pumpkin pie. If I don't want sweet potato pie,
They
you don't
taste
have.
it. They taste the exact same.
They don't.
Yes, they
They,
do. They
bruh,
taste the exact
bruh.
fucking same.
Pumpkin pie is greater than sweet potato pie,
No, it
especially
ain't.
with the
No,
whipped
it
cream
ain't.
on it.
No, it ain't. You smoking crack. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it
Ask
ain't.
Ann. Ask Ann.
You need some freaking turkey with some
Ask
dressing,
Ann.
and you got to have that giblet gravy. You got to have that real giblet gravy, man, made from the turkey grease. When you smoke that turkey and that grease drip down to the bottom of the pan, you got to
Bruh,
make,
you eating grease.
bro. That's
That's
how you
what's
make.
wrong with that's what's wrong with niggas now.
That's how you make giblet gravy, idiot.
It's bro, I know that's how it's made, and I'm saying we're eating shit that we know clogs up
You
our
know what?
veins,
Forget all
our
that, nigga.
arteries.
It's
You
Thanksgiving.
eating grease, bruh.
Gravy. It's gravy.
It's gravy is grease. Don't
It's
sugarcoat it.
gravy. It's gravy.
Don't
It's gravy.
sugarcoat it.
It's gravy.
If
Grease
you
is
say
grease. Grease comes in a bottle of Crisco. Gr-
which you
You
use to make your giblet gravy, right? Am I
no,
right?
no. You
You
use
have to
no,
cook
no. You
meat.
don't.
You cook some type of meat in the grease to
No,
use
you
the
do
gravy,
not.
right?
No, you do not. You use the turkey oil to make giblet gravy.
Oil, grease, same difference. Now you playing
No, no, no,
semantics.
no, no, no.
I
Turkey.
can
No,
fry chicken in
no, no, no,
coconut
no, no, no,
oil
no.
and
Turkey.
canola oil.
No. Turkey grease, the grease that drips in that silver pan when you cooking your turkey, is what you use to make giblet gravy. Now you can call it grease, you can call it whatever you want, but I'm telling you, that's how you make. You don't make giblet gravy with oil. You don't. You use the turkey dropping. You use
Hey,
the turkey.
I will
Goodness
admit,
gracious!
I will admit, the kitchen is not my area, but
No,
when,
I
it's
am
not
a
my area of
look
expertise. That's why I
look.
say put women
Well,
back
I'll
in the
tell
kitchen.
it. I'll tell everybody this. Marcus had my ribs. He bragged about how good they were. I am a cook. I cook. I love to cook. I
Cook
am
a
a
sweet
cooking
potato
ass
pie.
niggas. I will.
Make
But
a
I'm
sweet
telling you
potato
this.
pie in a pumpkin pie, and let me taste them. Talking about they taste the same. No,
They
they
do.
don't.
They do. They do. Just like them Muslim bean pies. They yellow, but they taste just like a damn sweet potato pie. You ever had a bean pie? It tastes just like sweet potato pie.
I,
They just
I have.
yellow.
I
You ain't never
haven't.
had no bean
So,
pie?
no,
You
I'm
never had
sorry. I haven't.
you never been to the mosque and bought one of them bean pies?
Where is the mosque at in Memphis, bro?
This one on Lamar. It's one on it's like three or four of them in the city, man.
If you
Real
ain't hit
talk.
the like, you ain't black.
Real talk. Hey, you need to get close to your Muslim well, that's bullshit. I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
it.
I'm good, bro. I've seen my mom travel through like 6 different religions. I'm good.
But religion is not. the words you use. Religion is just a curriculum. That's all religion is. Just because you
Reading the
have,
Bible regularly is religion.
but just because you have religion doesn't mean you have faith. People get that confused. Religion is just a curriculum. That's all it is. It's an organized curriculum. Just because you have, now that's a problem in our society. A lot of people obey the curriculum, but they don't have the faith in their hearts. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem in our society. A lot of people go to church every week, go to Sunday school, go to Bible study on Thursday. They obey all the curriculums of religion, but they don't have the faith in their hearts.
Question.
So religion is nothing, but we confuse religion with faith, and they're not the same. Religion is just adhering to a curriculum. That's
Question.
all it is.
You're a God-fearing fellow, aren't you?
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Why haven't any of these faith healers and pastors went to these hospitals and laid hands on people and cured them of this COVID?
That's a great question. That's a great question. And I don't know the answer.
I mean, because shit, I heard if I buy some Miracle Spring water, I could get 20 G's in like a week.
That's a good question. That's a good question. Unfortunately, there are those who use religion for their own materialistic interest. Unfortunately,
is Miracle Spring water the cure for COVID?
Last time I checked, no.
We should give it a try. Hell, I mean, it is from the Most High. It is Miracle Spring water.
but the people who do that, they take advantage of people who are just looking for a miracle. That's what they take advantage of. They take advantage of people who are looking for a miracle. That's what they take advantage of, bruh.
Doesn't that sound like the Democratic Party?
Yes. I was just about to make that point. Bruh, when you walk around here looking for government to fix your problems instead of yourself, you're looking for a miracle.
Shout out to Nancy Pelosi, who cared more about a Supreme Justice nomination than giving y'all, the good black people, her constituents, money for this pandemic. Shout out to her.
Ooh.
She knows what's best for her constituents.
So did you check out the debate the other night?
I did. Who built the cages, Joe? Who built the cages? Bro, I did not know that the Hunting Biden foot job tape contained Obama's daughter.
I didn't either.
It was Obama's daughter in the bed naked performing the foot job
on
Hunter
who?
Biden. Hunter Biden.
Wow.
Running through them little black girls.
Are you sure?
Running through them. Positive.
I have to check that out for myself before I comment. I will have to check that out for myself. I heard
you got to go on a porn site to see it because it's porn. She's naked.
So did Obama whoop Biden's ass?
I mean, why would he? Because I mean, you know, rich people they co-mingle amongst each other.
That's my teenage daughter, man.
They're both but you have to feel they both are adults and they've been around each other for the better part of a decade. They grew up together.
Mark, I don't give a fuck. My daughter 21, 22. If I catch you with my daughter and you 57, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Bro, you do realize you're currently fucking and married somebody's daughter, right?
What are you talking about?
You said you gonna be mad trying to whoop somebody's ass because somebody is fucking your daughter. And I'm saying you right now, your wife is somebody's daughter. So you're currently fucking. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
If you didn't get your ass whooped, did you?
If you marry my daughter and build her a nice home on a nice piece of property, that's one thing. If you just fucking my daughter, oh yeah.
I cannot endorse this simp talk. If your daughter made the decision to go out here and just be fucking some nigga, you cannot be mad at that nigga for taking it. You was a nigga that was taking pussy at one point in your life. I can't be mad. I hate to think about it, but I know it's gonna be a nigga fucking my daughter. All I can do is lead her to the best decision
So
through
we're
what I
sure.
teach her throughout the years.
So we're sure that it was Obama's daughter giving Hunter Biden the foot job in the video. We are positive.
Absolutely positive.
Well, you know what? We just call her Twinkle Toes.
She has a sex tape now like Kim Kardashian. I just want to throw that out there. I mean, that's pretty much a sex tape. She's naked giving a foot job. That puts her on the same platform as Kim Kardashian, don't it?
But there's one difference. Kim Kardashian released her sex tape on purpose to get her name out there.
Her daddy is the president, though. Well, he was.
Her daddy ain't no damn president. Her
He was. I'm saying he was.
Her daddy a bitch.
I'm talking about Obama. I'm talking about. I forgot which Obama it was, but her daddy was the president. Malia. Her daddy's the president. None of the Bushes came out with sex tapes, and bitches might have been Trump, but they ain't get no sex tapes.
So did Hunter Biden hit it?
I'm going to assume in that particular video, I don't think he did.
So she butt naked.
Yes.
Giving Hunter Biden a foot job.
Yes. And nobody, that is why Trump called it the laptop from hell. It's so much shit on that laptop. It's the laptop.
Man, I'll tell you another powerful point that he made in that debate. When he said, I'm running because of you, Joe. I'm running because of you. That was an affront. That was a backhand slap to you, Obama, Kamala Harris. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about me, Mark. I've never liked Donald Trump more than I have now. I've never liked him more. I don't know what it is. I've never liked him more.
It real. He keep it real.
Donald Trump is the best thing that happened to black people ever in this country. He's the best thing that ever happened to black people.
Explain why.
Because he pulled the curtain down on the whole charade of government. He pulled the whole curtain down. Donald Trump is guilty of not being a politician, of not getting up there and saying, you know what, hope and change. Nah, bitches. Get up and work.
If Trump was black, he would be considered a real nigga. They're like, you keep it real, Trump. You keep it real. You tell it like it is.
Yep. But
realness, but when we get it, we don't like it because it comes from a different party. Like, we don't even care what the man. Like, we literally listen to the debate just to criticize him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we actually listened to the debate and heard him say coyotes and thought that he was stupid. When actuality, everybody that thought he was talking about an animal proved themselves to be dumbasses.
Yep. True that. So my thing is,
I'm personally writing myself in on the ballot, but as I pointed out the other day, if you don't like Trump, there's Kanye, there's Joe Jorgensen, there's Biden, or you can write yourself in. Don't ever say I'm picking the lesser of two evils, because that's like choosing between Beelzebub and Satan or Legion. Like, why the fuck would you say I'm just gonna pick an evil? It's fucking retarded.
Well, I have a cousin who's a part of the Nation of Islam, and that's his rhetoric. You're choosing the lesser of two evils. That's their rhetoric. That's their talking point. So
that is dumb. So you're openly admitting that you're willing to choose evil. When there's a third option, the third option is the independent person writing yourself in or not voting at all. There's a third option. And if you really want to see if your vote counts, and a lot of people say, you know what, I'm going to vote for that independent or I'm going to abstain, then you'll see if your vote actually counts. Because if a whole bunch of Americans say, I don't like either person, and we say we're going to vote for Joe Jorgensen, and
Well,
Joe Jorgensen doesn't win, then we would know that the shit is rigged.
well, and it's a farce because of this. Every election that we have every 4 years is a 7 state election. That's all it is. 43 states. I can sit here and tell you how they're going to vote. I can tell you how Mississippi is going to vote. I can tell you how California is going to vote. I can tell you how New York is going to vote. 2 states will decide this election: Michigan and Pennsylvania. 2 states. 2 states. That's it. 2 states will decide if Donald Trump does not win Michigan, and Michigan will be called early in the night. If Donald Trump does not win Michigan, go ahead and lay it down. We've lost. Pennsylvania and Michigan will
I've been
decide this
saying
year's
for the
election.
past 2 years that Trump is going to win just based off patterns. Even the pattern you're saying is cool, but even deeper than that, we haven't had a one-term president in almost 40 years.
True, but we haven't had a president as polarizing as Trump in
Yeah,
a long time.
Bush was like
Yeah,
the last Bush was very polarizing.
yeah, but thing about
He got
Bush is
shoes and shit thrown at him. They called him
yes,
stupid. He was
but
dumb.
but here's the
He
thing
hated
about
niggas.
here's the thing about Bush. Bush didn't have career Republicans coming out against him like Trump does. Bush didn't have military generals coming out against him. Trump is not fighting Republican Democratic
You know, there's
politics.
always infighting, though. There's always some
Yeah,
infight.
but Trump has a very unique problem. Trump is fighting the establishment,
Yeah,
and
because he's not a politician.
yes, and the establishment is Democratic and Republican. And if you've noticed about these politicians, that's why you see so many Republicans coming out endorsing Trump because they're closing ranks. They're closing ranks and they're solidifying. All of these career 3 decade politicians, they're trying to protect their seat and they're trying to protect themselves in case Trump, you know what I'm saying? It's Trump is fighting a very different fight than Bush. With Bush, the lines were drawn: Republican, Democrat. Trump has Republicans coming out against him, and what I'm saying is Trump has the establishment to go up against. The establishment. That's what Trump has to fight right now, and
Hey,
and
remember when Kanye came out and said George Bush hates black people and black people were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Kanye for president. He
yeah,
loved black people. He for the people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. NAACP award.
yep.
Fast forward a few years, Kanye meets with Trump. Oh hell no, that nigga a coon. What's wrong with him? Kanye lost his damn mind. Niggas turn on you quick.
But they had to do that to Kanye because they were well
Black people didn't have to.
well but
Black people turned on him. It's not white people turning on Kanye. It's black
but
people.
but you have
Keep
to
it
understand.
99.9%.
Yes, but you have to understand that most of us black people, unfortunately, we don't read. We don't go and decipher our own information. We come home and we watch the news. And so when the news so when Kanye came out with that, the immediate response from the liberal media was to attack him, was to make him out to be a coon, was to make him out to be an Uncle Tom, was to make him out here to be some turncoat who doesn't love black people. That is how the media operates. They disparaged him, they ostracized him, and now they got the whole world thinking Kanye crazy. I don't know how the fuck you crazy when you go from being worth 200 million to 3 billion. I don't know how you crazy. I want to be that kind of crazy. Whatever kind of crazy Kanye is, Kanye was worth $190 million before Trump took office. Now he's worth over 2 billion. So whatever type of crazy Kanye is give me some of that. I'll drink some of that. But they had to, but the liberal media had to like we just said, they sick they dogs out on you. And so all these black celebrities came out against Kanye. They came out and said this about him. They came out and said this about him. That that was the media attack dogs coming out at Kanye. They didn't. Nobody even examined his success. Nobody even examined his financial principles.
They did
Nobody
the
even
same thing with
examined
Ice
nothing.
Cube, the
Yes,
OG that said "fuck the police."
yes,
And either
because
they don't know, they don't show, or they don't care what's going on in the hood.
yeah.
That guy, they criticize.
And all Ice Cube said was, let's quit giving our votes to Democrats automatically. Let's widen our let's widen the playing field for us as a black community. That's all he said. But
Malcolm X said this too, and niggas love Malcolm X. So I don't
yeah,
understand why hearing it in 2020
well,
is appalling.
yes, but you have to understand. Have you ever seen the movie Malcolm X?
Yes,
Okay, well, isn't it peculiar how Spike Lee left out the part where Malcolm X warned about the white liberal? Isn't it peculiar how Hollywood they left out when Malcolm X warned America about the white liberal? They left out that part. They left out that part on
can
purpose.
you know in movies you can't put everything in. I'm sure if they did the Dr. King, I'm sure the documentary they would say the same thing.
But at the same point in time, Hollywood know what they doing, man. They know what they doing. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all see my baby? Y'all see my baby? Hey,
Oh,
Grayson. Look at my
oh,
baby. Hey, Grayson.
oh.
You're on the, say hey.
Hey,
Say hey, dad.
hey.
Say hey, dad. I'm on my show right now. Say hey, Grayson. I ain't nothing but her face showing. Her head. Say hey. Well, whatever, Grayson. Well, anywho, I'm on my show. Call y'all back. Yes, toxic
So,
masculinity show. Nigga shit tends
so,
to happen.
and so so what the liberal media does is they come out and they show us Obama. Obama's the nigga supposed to calm everybody down. It's supposed to tell you how to act. It's supposed to tell you how to behave. You know what I'm saying? Obama's that dude. So I mean, but he don't get called a coon. He don't get called a sellout. He don't get called none of that stuff. But that's who Obama is. Obama's weak. Obama, he's just weak.
He gets called sellouts that people just ignore it. People just ignore it. That's
I
what we
mean,
tend to do. We just ignore shit.
if you say so, man, I haven't heard one person question Obama. I haven't heard one person with the guts to
I
question
do it
Obama.
all the time.
I'm talking
I
about,
pointed it out earlier in this show how he neglected police reform, how he neglected to sign full-time funding for HBCUs, and how he cited acts for police, even though there was police brutality going on. I
and let's
pointed
not
this out.
and let's not forget when Obama got elected, Obama had a full Democratic House and Senate. So a lot of the stuff that people are bitching about, Obama could have passed. And let me make one more point. When it comes to policing, policing is a state to state thing. Okay, there is no national mandate on policing. Every state decides their own policing laws, how they're going to how they're going to police. You know, so a lot of these things could have been fixed before Trump ever took office. So it is what it is. Mark, you there? All right, y'all. Welcome to Toxic Masculinity. I'm Terrence Thomas. We hope you all have enjoyed the discussion. Um, hope you all have enjoyed the show. Yeah. So
As I was here, that shit knocked my Bluetooth off and it's going through the speaker. It's not picking up anymore. I was trying to fix it. I had no luck. So, but yes, I hope you all have enjoyed this episode of Toxic Masculinity. I think this is going to be one of 3 episodes brought to you today. Later on, I'm supposed to be doing a live with a young lady who wants to tell her story about being molested, and that's kind of what she's built her platform on, is trying to help bring awareness to it and talk to women who have the same story as her. In fact, on her YouTube video today, she went as far as to say it is common in Memphis. She says she doesn't know an adult that hasn't been molested. And I know I have dated at least 10 women that have openly told me this. I don't know what makes them tell me that. And so if I got 10 that told me, I know there are some that haven't. So this is something that's rampant that we're going to discuss. And I also have a gentleman that wants to talk about, should we have less government involvement in our lives? So we probably will be back today 1 or 2 more times. But in the meantime, like, share, comment, subscribe on this video. Look for me on all social media at MoneyBoy Trey. You shall find me looking like this. And if you don't like, share, subscribe, or comment on this video, you ain't black.
But hey, I'm gonna check on out, man. I gotta get ready for work. It was fun doing this. Hope we do it again soon. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock, I'm good.
All right, we'll be back. Peace.
Peace.